Congratulations. Congratulations. You guys stumbled around and messed around and pressed click on this video. You will not regret it. Won't regret it. What's up, everybody? This is AB Jr. from Flawless Fantasy Football. Welcome to the platform. This, I can assure you, is the realest. I didn't say biggest. I didn't say newest. I didn't say oldest. This is the realest, most raw fantasy football platform on the freaking YouTube. That's right. Because guess what? I'm not here to bore you with analytics. I'm in here to be able to help you predict what's going to happen next. We're not in the business of sitting back waiting on something to happen. Then I say, oh yeah, well, I had a hunch he'd do good. Go get him. Sometimes that happens, but God dog it, sometimes you just have to forecast something and prophesy it. Okay? That's what happens up here. And guess what? 20 plus years of fantasy football got me there. And guess what? I swing, my percentages are very freaking high. I don't just close my eyes and just, swinging for the fences. But I'm not going to bore you with analytics, guys. Let's get to it. This is the best kept secret for the wide receivers in 2022. I'm telling you that right now. Easily. I'm going to give you a little bit of numbers real quick. See, look, nobody else is going to tell you this. Nobody else, because they're scared. They're afraid. They're afraid to tell you that some guy that's currently ranked number 55 by Fantasy Pros, by the ECR wide receiver number 55, the expert consensus ranking number 55. 55! And I'm sitting up here beating my chest saying that this dude at worst will be a wide receiver 2, be within the top 24 wide receivers overall. But damn it, I think he can easily be in the top freaking 12. A wide receiver 1 overall. Not the wide receiver 1, which is a possibility. But easily in the top 12. One quick caveat though. That is only if Desiree Kathleen Metcalf doesn't find his way on the squad. Okay? So if Desiree Kathleen stays where she's supposed to stay in Seattle or go to some other organization, this is locked and freaking loaded. Loaded. All right? Okay, so enough of that. Like I said, nobody's going to tell you this because nobody got the cojones. You're talking to the only person that had last year. I should pin it at the top of the comment in this video, but I want to make a whole nother video about that. I'm the only one that had Jonathan Taylor in the top 3 of running backs last year. That's right. I'm going to pat myself on the back because I got receipts, and I'm going to show you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Stick around. I got more receipts to show you. All right? Again, nothing's 100%, but doggone, guess what? I'm right about some stuff. I'm right about plenty of stuff. And I'm right about this. So don't miss out, please. All right, let's get to it. The guy played in 15 games last year. He had 40 receptions on 60 targets. Now you were, whoa. That's not good, man. That ain't really good for 60 targets, 40 receptions, right? I wouldn't say so. But he wasn't the main guy on the team. He had 40 catches and he had 513 yards. So you're gonna, come on. Wait a minute, ABJR. You're telling me that this guy that had 513 yards is gonna be a wide receiver 1, possibly, at least a wide receiver 2? Yes. Yes, I am. Because the situation is different, because I didn't even give you the last caveat. I didn't give you the last little piece of to it. Even though he had 40 catches on 513 yards, he had 8 freaking touchdowns. 8. Ocho. He had 8 of them. That's saying something. This guy has the trust of his Hall of Fame quarterback. Now, like again, I said the Fantasy Pros has him as number 55 wide receiver in the expert consensus rankings. Number 55, that's crazy. And number 58 overall currently as of April 21st, 2020, 21 today, 2020, ranked as a number 58 overall in half-point PPR. That's trash. That's a trash weight. That's a trash rating. That's a trash ranking as well. Trash. Hell, the dude's finished as like in the top, top 45 last year. Nonsensical to have him at number 55, 58 this year. Why? Because people are caught up in names. Because here in fantasy football, I'm going to help you find these people that before they peak, before people see them, they're on your squad. It's kind of like people like last year that picked Debo Pro, round 7, 8, 9. But he ended up being a wide receiver too. You know how much better it made those teams? That's what we're in the business doing here. All right? Okay? So I'm in the business of finding this year's Jonathan Taylor just like I did last year, having him like top 3 overall last year, and I have the receipts for that like I said. I'm going to do this here with wide receivers as well. Here's the deal. Not only does he have the rapport of his Hall of Fame quarterback, and you said it. You said it. So a couple of you guys out there know it. I heard you say it. But he also, on this team, he is now the number 1 receiver because now there's 169 vacated targets from a Hall of Famer. And I was waiting for them to bring someone in which they did. They brought a player in. They brought another wide receiver in, but guess what? That wide receiver doesn't have the trust of the Hall of Fame gunslinger. Doesn't have it. Okay? But guess who does? Guess who does? Guess who's this year's best kept secret in fantasy football for 2022? That's right. It's yours truly, Allen Lazard. That's right. Allen freaking Lazard. 8 touchdowns last year on 40 receptions. He was the second leading freaking touchdown receiver on the team. And you had MVS there. You had Cobb there having a couple games or so. He caught 8 touchdowns. Now Devontae Adams has got his contract. He making his bread. He doing the Scrooge McDuck and all of his coins and just frolic. Yeah. Now it's Allen Lazard season. I need you guys to draft Allen Lazard. Draft him. You know where he's going to go. You know your league better than I do. If he gets drafted, he might be going in the 7th round, some leagues. It might be going in the 8th or 9th. I don't care if you got to pick him a round or possibly too early. Put him on your squad. He's going to outproduce this 50-some ranked freaking ADP and blow it out the freaking water. I mean that. I want you guys' team to, I want people, when they see your team, they see that starting lineup, I want them to fear your freaking starting lineups. Fear them. They see that but solid strength throughout the freaking lineup. That's what I endorse around here. Now, let me make the case for Allen Lazard outside of what I've already said. 169 freed up targets. He has the trust of Aaron Rodgers. He's the number 1 receiver. I'm glad they brought in Sammy Watkins. Sammy Watkins is doing nothing but to be the number 2 over there. He's going to be the number 2 over there, and he's replacing basically MVS and what Allen Lazard was. At the end of the day, he's not going to be the number 1 receiver. Oh, you guys really sitting out there thinking, I asked the coworker the other day, I say, hey, you going to pick Sammy Watkins? Like, yeah, if he's there in the 7th. I'm thinking, that's a freaking wasted pick is what it is. There's no consistency with that pick. There's no juice in that pick. Allen Lazard, hell, didn't he catch the freaking record touchdown pass over there when he passed Brett Favre? I believe so. I believe that was Allen Lazard. Nevertheless, Alan Lazard for 2022. Let me keep going. And I do expect better years for Robert Tonyan this year as well. Aaron Jones is going to get his receiving work. That's if he stays healthy. And A.J. Dillon is already, he's already doing the most rushing on the team. So they're going to use Aaron Jones for a lot of receiving work because, put him on the linebacker, it's just going to be. But guess what? We've seen, tell me if you haven't seen, tell me if I'm lying now. Tell me if I'm lying. We've seen Aaron Rodgers support not only Devontae Adams as a number one elite wide receiver. We've seen him support Jordy Nelson, wide receiver one. Greg Jennings, wide receiver one. James Jones, wide receiver one. When he was peppering them with targets, that's what he does. Even Cobb slipped in there as 1 year as a wide receiver one. Listen, Alan Lazard, every week starter, he's going to be crushing it. And guess what? You'll be able to say, you know what? I heard this one freaking doggone dude named A.B. Jr. with a freaking white Flawless Fantasy football hat on, and he yelled it. Yelled it from the mountaintops. And I was there in April, and he said that. That's if freaking Desiree Kathleen Metcalf does not find his way on the roster. So that's what's up, guys. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for pressing like on the video. Tell me, am I wrong? Listen, I'll be honest with you. I believe that Alan Lazard can score more touchdowns this year than Devontae Adams. Oh my, did he just say that? Yes. And the reason I say that is because, look, over there at the Raiders, they have options. They have a tight end. They have Renfro. So with Renfro and Waller, he's not getting no 169 targets. I can see him getting 8, possibly 9 touchdowns, but I don't see him getting more than that. But I know Lazard, if he's number one there, which he will be if nobody else comes there, no true stud comes there, he's going to catch like 12, 13 TDs. And guess what? I will be the only. Ooh, you think I'm running my freaking mouth now? Wait till it happens. Join me. Don't let me be alone. I'm having them on all my teams. Flawless Fantasy Football. Like the video. If you got any value from it, subscribe to the channel. I got more nuggets. They're coming. I'm just not going to spew, BS content. YouTube's not paying these lights, okay? I'm doing this to help people, okay? So like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it if you need be. Hey, if you want your boy to get out there, share it. But guess what? I'll hit you guys the next time. Flawless Fantasy Football. We make things happen around here.